Kel Gaither back with Fat Boy Models. Back a little sooner than normal. I know I just posted a video last week of my Jungle Jim Vega. I decided I'd go ahead and build this kid here, the Chi-Town Hustler. Pretty good kid overall. I had a few hiccups there at the end, which I'll go through here in a second. So let's show you what I got here. That's it right there. It's a nice paint job on it. I'll show you what's going on here. The body does not lift up, so it's I fixed it where the hood would come off, and I'll show you that in a second. I'll go ahead and show you underneath. It's the frame. I painted that with just a regular bright gloss red. That's actually a Tamiya Italian red, but their Italian red's not really Italian red. It's more of a real nice bright red. But the real car was like that because originally this car was red. It's just a solid red when they first built it, and then later on throughout the year they painted a metallic red, so that's why the frame's just red. But nothing special. I just painted everything and put it together. I made my own parachute cords. Weathered my tires as usual, and I chew them up real good. I'm going to go ahead and sit this thing down, and then I'll show you the problems I had with it at the end. There's really no sense for the body riser because, I'm not going to be using it. The body doesn't flip up. So it can, there's a little prong down in there that you can sand off that make the body swing, but it's so much easier to just pick up like this, The Jungle Jim, when I'm having to clamp the whole body with the back tires to pick it up, so this is a whole lot easier. So, but it's got the same showroom paint job I have on the Jungle Jim. That's really a Don Yost method. Of course, I'm going to show you what I did different that he doesn't do. For one, all he uses is airbrushes, and airbrushes are nice. I have 3 really nice Iwatas, 2 there, and then I got a Trigger Action sitting over there in the corner. They're real nice, but I mean, you don't have to use an airbrush to get a showroom paint job that you see at the shows. It's that's a glass finish, front to rear. There's not a scratch in it nowhere. And I'm going to do tutorials on how I do my bodies and show y'all how I rub them out. But let me show you how I painted this. I used the Testors 1-coat lacquer, and I shot it right out of the can, and the whole can is on there. And the trick is you have to put it on in very light coats, mist coats. And until it builds up, let it tack up, and then you can start putting your heavies on there. Well, after I let that dry, I decaled it, and then bare metal the front and rear bumper. And then I put a Canada Wet Look Clear on there. And again, you can't go heavy with it. This paint comes out really thick. It's thicker than any paint, any other model paint on the market out of the can. So you have to go real thin with this, or it's going to bubble up on you, and you're going to have runs. But after you fan a few mist coats on, let it tack up about 15 minutes, and then put some medium coats on there. Let them tack up for a few minutes, then you can start putting your heavies on. Again, the whole can's on there. And if you want a paint job like this, you can't do it and just put 2 or 3 light coats of the clear on there. You have to put the whole can. You got to have enough base built up so when you polish it out, you don't polish through the paint to the plastic. So I'm going to show you guys what I use to rub it out with. There's really no set step. There's no way you can use the same process on every paint job because every paint's different. I've got several things I use. The Novus, I got the 1, 2, 3 setup on that. But on this build, I only went with the number 1. And my main workhorse is this here, the 3M rubbing compound. To me, if you don't have any trash in the paint job, no scratches, it's really pointless to use the number 3 Novus. It's so gritty, you're going to end up putting scratches in it. You're better off, that's a good compound there. That's going to level everything down for you. I usually rub it out about 3 or 4 rounds of this. And then I bump up to the Scratch X. And then I buff it out about 4 or 5 rounds of this. And then I use this, Zimol. And then I finish it off with that. And then I wash it. I wash everything in warm, soapy water. And I take a toothpick and go around in all the door jammed areas where the polish would build up. And then after I wash it, I put this stuff on there. And that's probably got about 12 coats of this on there. Great stuff. I have the spray version by Meguiar's. I just like this better. It doesn't fingerprint. The Meguiar's kind does. But if you look on these paint jobs, you won't get fingerprints in them. So, if that's just my method, it's pretty much what works for you, but that's pretty much what I mainly go with. And I've been wanting to try the Tamiya compounds, but I guess I'll stick with these industrial kind for now. But I'm going to take the hood off and show you all the problems I had with this kit. The hood's a little bit tricky to get off. Let's see here. There we go. But I fixed the hood where it come off and the windshield's glued to the hood. But to show y'all the problem I had, I went right per the instructions and I've circled it off here. It shows you the fan belt, how to glue it in that bracket. If you build this kit, do not put that bracket in there. It pushes the blower belt way too far out to where when you put the hood on, it hits that hump in the hood and the hood's not going to lay flat. So the only way I could save this and you can see in all the pictures that's showing you how it's supposed to go in there. And I mean every picture, final assembly picture, shows the fan belt the same way in all of them. And I'm sure I'm not the only one that's run into this problem because I've seen the kit built several times. And so what I end up doing, I don't know if you can see it or not, but you can see how everything's put together per instructions. So what I ended up doing was snipping the blower belt in half. And I'm going to glue it back on there. But I had to shorten it first, but I didn't want to glue it back on there until I show you guys, the problem I ran into. Another thing, as far as the blower, don't set it in the position it tells you to. You have to sand them prongs off, slide it back a little bit again, because the blower is involved in that hump too, and the hood's not going to lay flat. So, and you can see that, there's only one way to put this motor in, is them 2 clamps there that hold the motor in, and then that piece, that prong that goes into the bracket in the rear and around the transmission. So, the motor's in there straight, it's just poor engineering of Revell, but other than that, it's a fantastic kit. Once you get it built, the hood lays right back in there. And it fits like a glove. So, it's a beautiful kit. It builds up nice. It's just, just poor engineering. And a lot of it, I think, has to do with this body shell is the same body shell that's in the Hawaiian. And a lot of people that wouldn't know, that doesn't build race car models, would assume this is the same kit as the Chi-Town Hustler. It's not. It's an entirely different kit. The only thing in this kit that's the same as the Chi-Town kit is the body shell. I mean, you can clearly see the hood's different, the blower's different, the rear spoiler's different, the back glass is different. You can see the cutouts in the back glass on this. The chassis is different. Everything's entirely different. They're two totally different kits. I do think the wheels are the same. But even the wheelie bars, it's pretty much, there might be 10 parts in the whole kit that's the same. Other than that, they're totally different kits. So, I don't know if I'm going to build this next. I might build it. And I thought about building this. It's a complete kit I picked up a long time ago at a show. And then, you don't see these anymore, the Carpenter 55s. You can get the reissue version that doesn't have the decals in it. But I've always liked this car, and this Charles Carpenter is from North Carolina. So, and I had been told by somebody at a show that he had this car painted like this pearl white. So when I build this, I'm going to build it pearl white. And to me, it makes a real nice pearl white paint, and it make a nice pearl clear. So when I build it, if I build that next, that's what I'm going to do. But it's going to be one of those 3 kits. And I still need to finish the Allison over there. I'll get back on it. I'm just hungry for these old nostalgia drag cars right now. You know, I have to be in the mood to build it, or it just sits. So, but anyways, guys, that's what I got for you today. I'm probably going to start another build later. So I want to get this blower belt put back on. But anyways, guys, tell me what you think. I appreciate everybody that watches my videos and all my subscribers. I'm going to get better on thanking my subscribers. You know, I do everything on my iPhone, so, you know, I'm limited to what I can and can't do. So some of the comments I might not be able to see. But anyways, man, I greatly appreciate everybody that supports me. So, thanks for watching, guys. Talk to you later.